So, I got a renewed vision here. And let's see. Look at that. She didn't even care that he was walking there, and she was just selfish. I'm not going to give any more time to the unsaved except for one thing. Jesus saves. I'm not going to waste my time because I don't see them as really like there's nothing there unless I'm hiring them to do some work over here at the house. But I don't really want to give them any time, because they're living in delusions, I don't want to talk to delusional people. And when you start to see people start to contradict themselves and future fake and lie and try to gaslight and try to steal your peace and try to steal your vision, your calling, your destiny, and it's like, come on. Ain't got time for it. I left the 5D just for 0.4% of my life recently. And 0.4% of your life is nothing, especially if you learned a lot. You took notes, you learned a lot, and you step out, you can help other people, Life is a vapor, so you don't spend a whole lot of time with somebody who's full of shite, And even your own time and your own energy. You don't waste your time on something that's not real, There's too many proverbs that say, so you've got this person that wants to hire you. I had this painter one time when I was working my way through college. Went to work for me. Well, I can't pay you this week. I'll pay you next week. I said, all right, I'm gone. I'll see you. I'm going to find me another company to work for. I found a painter who paid you on time every week, When you see that kind of people who are not real, they're just putting you off. Don't hang out with that. If it's not dependable, don't waste your time on it. Put no confidence in an unfaithful man or woman. To put no confidence in an unfaithful person. If they're lying, they're gaslighting, they're playing games, they're not serious, they're not real, they're not real. You don't have to put any emotions in it, you don't have to put any time in it, you don't even have to respond. They're not real. They're fakers, they're liars. And they're out for your destruction. Those kind of people want to steal, kill, and destroy. They can talk a good talk, but they're out to kill, steal, and destroy. And trust me, I've seen renters like that. And when the renter thinks they can get over on you, and you say, okay, you put a notice on their door and say, eviction. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll pay you on time. Let's don't do that. Let's don't do that. I say, okay, strike one is all you get. One more strike, and we go through the eviction process. You don't play games with people. You give them. Everybody messes up. Everybody makes a mistake. But if they keep making the same mistake, you boot them to the curb. They don't need to be in your world, because your world is a world of truth. Your world is a world of dependability, loyalty, faithfulness. Their world is, I'm going to get over on who I can get over, and they're psychopaths. They test you to see if they can get over on you. They're psychopaths. That's all they are. That's all they are. They're snakes. Snakes in the grass. Back to what I was saying. So when you come out of the 5D, and most people around you are 3D, they don't have any. 5D is spirit. 3D is just the natural mind. So when you leave the 5D back to 3D and deal with these people, you have to realize you're dealing with snakes. They're not going to sacrifice for anybody. It's all their will, their wants, it's their agenda. They have a hidden agenda you don't even know about. And, you know, if they were real, you know, it would be clear. They're not real. I started talking about the fake reality bubble last July and started seeing how Genesis 3 is actually happening now. And so I was thinking, why don't people escape the fake reality bubble? And I experienced something 6 months later, and I was thinking, oh, because the cults are fake reality bubbles. How come people don't leave a cult? Because the cult is trying to isolate you. The cult is trying to give you a fake reality, a delusion, a picture-perfect reality that's not even real. They paint this picture-perfect reality. I don't care what cult it is. The Pentecostal, the Mormons, the Jehovah's Witnesses. They got this picture that they want you to go into and believe that's real. When your reality, even though it's rough, harder life, it's more real. They might have an easy life, but the only reason they have an easy life is because they're vampiring off of their enablers. But when you get into the world, you realize people don't care about no gifts or money, or they want real. They want somebody that's real, not somebody that's fake. No fake person. No liar, game player, and all that stuff. Anyway, I woke up to this thing, the fake reality. A long time ago, but it's different layers, you know? It's different layers. It's so hard to believe. And if you think about your life, and even when you were a child, there's people in your life that was creating fake realities that were not real. And so it's almost like they wanted you to live in delusions, and then when you got saved, you started breaking free from the delusions, and you had other people that claimed to be saved, and they were not even real. They were in delusions, and they wanted you to go back to the delusion that you escaped when you got saved. And you call them out on their junk, especially if it's a wife or something. You hate women. No, I don't. I just hate your fake reality. What are you talking about? I got a mama. I got a sister. I don't hate women. I just know you're living in a fake reality. At least they're real. I know what they're about, but you're pretending to be something you're not. Just like that fake reality is getting ready to come to an end. You can't even have people respect your setup, you know? That is not a good situation right there. People are a trip. It's time to knock some people out of your world, right?